Of Afghanistan 1 year later, today we are looking at how China is still trying to leverage Joe Biden's disastrous pullout. The Global Times, which is the CCP's state media, says that Afghanistan is somehow safer under the Taliban. The article claims that the U.S. troop withdrawal caused all the chaos and problems in Kabul, but they failed to mention the Taliban killing those 13 American soldiers and almost 170 Afghanis in two separate suicide attacks, nor did they call out the Taliban for their gross abuses of human rights, especially against women.
And it continues to play out, John. This was video of women's trying to protest, Afghan girls and women. They want education. They want simple human rights. This was Saturday, and you can see the Taliban shooting guns there on camera to disperse a women's protest there.
Well, joining us now to talk about China's influence in Afghanistan now is the author of The Great U.S.-China Tech War, Gordon Chang. Great to have you with us, Gordon.
Thank you, John.
So, Gordon, first off, that Global Times article John was just referencing really praises the Taliban rule. Obviously, it needs to be seen through its lens. It's clearly CCP propaganda. That said, what do you think this type of reporting does for China's motives?
Well, China is trying to tar the United States for the humanitarian disaster that Afghanistan is right now. The economy is lifeless. You know, people are going to starve. This is really going to be a disaster of epic proportions. And so Beijing wants somebody to blame, and it's blaming the United States by saying that our pullout was calamitous. Now, it was, but they're focusing on other elements. And right now, China is trying to take advantage of the situation, but it's finding that the Afghan situation is worse than it expected to be a year ago.
Gordon, two questions for you. First, how much is China investing in Afghanistan right now? We previously have talked about their designs on rare earth minerals that might be located there. Also, we had a report yesterday that said that American-trained Afghanis may have defected and gone over to hostile governments, the Taliban perhaps, even Russia, and maybe even China. Have you heard about that?
Yes, there are those reports, and that would actually make sense because China has been quite close to the Taliban government. You got to remember that even before the Afghan government fell, China was working with the Taliban to kill NATO and American troops. China was offering bounties on NATO soldiers and was supplying small arms to the Taliban. So this involvement with the Taliban goes back decades, but it certainly was intensified when the Taliban was in opposition to the Afghan government. And right now, because the Taliban is dominant, because there's really nobody else except for maybe ISIS-K, which is not a major factor. So you can see that people who want to survive are going to be working with the Chinese.
Yeah, growing threats here against the U.S. And shifting a little bit now to the global stage, reports say President Xi will make his first trip abroad after 2 years, Gordon, and it will be to Saudi Arabia, meeting with Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. It could happen this week. You know, besides being a flex to Biden and besides posturing on the world stage, what do you think China stands to gain from this trip? What does Saudi gain from this trip? And when do you think we'll see this meeting?
Yeah. Bianca, the rumors are that Xi Jinping's first foreign trip since January 2020 will be to Saudi Arabia. And I think it's probably right. You know, China hopes to leverage Saudi Arabia and actually show that the United States is on the way out of the Middle East. I don't think that that is actually the case, even with Biden, who has some pretty disastrous Middle East policies. Most countries in the region want to stay with the U.S. And the problem in Saudi Arabia for China is that China supports Iran. Saudi Arabia sees Iran as its enemy. And so, therefore, there's only a limited amount of progress that China can actually make in Saudi Arabia. But nonetheless, they are going to take advantage of the vacuum that Biden caused by all of his policies toward Riyadh.
Gordon Chang, always great to see you. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Bianca and John.